Hey everybody, welcome to a new game called Maggie's Apartment. And this game came out in 2017, and it's pretty much hand animated, fully voice acted. It was kind of a small indie game that I put on my list a long time ago, and it just got around to purchasing it. So thought I wanted to feature it on the channel here and let people know that it's out there. So seems like the kind of game that I'll be into. So let's check it out. So that's Randy Rosebud, apparently. Drag items, baby with a gun.
If you want a tasty treat,
Neat.
wrap your lips around some kind of meat. Savory, salty, and juicy. Hams, wieners, jaws, flappers, we got everything. Flappers means you only need meat for me.
Is he a vegetarian?
Good morning, apartment occupants. We'll be on a possibly quick lockdown for however long. Please do not fight your locked doors, jump out your windows, or feel a bit down. Cooperate with authority, and if possible, feed them some breakfast. Thank you.
So you're gonna be stuck in your dingy apartment. Don't kill yourself.
Look at all my books. You know, Randy says he can't even read. I sit, sleep, eat, and exist here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Would you look at that man? Oh my gosh, that hair, that chin. Oh, and he writes like a silky goose with those hands. Oh my gosh, I love those hands of his. The authenticity of this poster is as true love can be. I swear it on my heart. I love him. Randy, your beautiful autograph was in my possession, in my room, even 10 years before I ever met you. And what an autograph it is. What a man you are.
Experience his love.
Oh, look at this old thing. Oh gosh, would you look at this old thing? Being president of Randy's Rose Garden sure was hard work.
Maggie Malone.
It's just one of the many carbon monoxide tanks I bought for Randy.
That seems kind of suspicious.
Hello?
God, is that you?
Um,
I'm just kidding. Hello over there, miss.
Hello over there.
Are you that sweatpants lady Mom is always blabbing about?
Well, I do wear sweatpants sometimes.
Yeah, I've seen you around in the hallway sometimes carrying groceries, big boxes, and inflatable pool animals, and even designer jeans into your apartment. I'm Shrimp, by the way.
I'm Maggie.
Pleasure to meet you personally, Max.
How are you?
I've been alright. What I'd like to ask is, how are you?
I'm good.
That makes me glad. How's your boyfriend doing?
How do you know I have a boyfriend?
Are you kidding? I sit by this wall all day on the computer. I can't help but overhear some pretty interesting things.
Please don't do that anymore.
I can't make promises. It's against my code.
Do you know why the apartment's locked down?
My mom says someone on a different floor probably died or something. I don't really know, though. The apartment's got like 2,000 floors. The couple 2 rooms over might know something, but they're too preoccupied with the fact I'm hogging up so much power on my computer their robot butler isn't working. Alas, I will not budge. There's people to meet, games to play, and emails to read.
Oh, you're on a computer?
24/7! I dropped out of the tech classes at my community college because I figured there really wasn't anything new about computers that some phony 50-year-old amphibian could inform me about. Besides, I'm using this opportunity to plan ahead for my new career. I've been watching a ton of internet tutorials on becoming a musician.
Music? I love music.
Oh my gosh, music? Like as in sound? I love music too.
What artists do you like?
You ever heard of Billy on the Town?
No.
50 Screaming Babies?
No.
The Beatles?
No.
A minor, F major, C major, G major?
No.
How about Jaywalker?
I'm afraid not.
Well, that's okay.
Where is your mother?
Oh, she's in the living room churning butter by hand. It's a family technique she practices every time she thinks something good is about to happen. So then later, we can celebrate with bread and butter. It's traditional, you know?
Bye.
Let's see.
Excuse me, do you know why the apartment is locked down?
Honey! What is it, you babbling broad? What is it? Oh, don't you talk to me like that! Don't you ever talk to me like that! I'll talk to you like a slappy rotten banana, you ham-bony fabric donkey-kissing no-love having... No! What about yes, Rosemary? Whatever happened to yes? You always act like this whenever the love butler isn't on gay. Oh, I always act like this, huh? Like what? 10 pounds of flour, 2 slices of ham, 3 tapioca bags, and 2 of us? What's that make? A broken marriage, Rosemary. I don't love you anymore. I'll take your light a straighten ass over your like a on your ruckus, like your light on your straighten ass over your strike your light ass.
Looks like they're not gonna talk to anybody but each other until I get whatever it is they're fighting about fixed.
It's like living next door to the Minions.
Here's the plans for the big basefoot bowl game Randy will be performing at twice later today. The beautiful bust of Isaac Newton, inventor of gravity. They say this replica of a statue of Isaac's rack weighs a total of 87 heavy pounds to accurately recreate the original, which existed way back in 1666 when Isaac carved it to immortalize his beauty. That was in turn so powerful, it was the very first item to fall straight to the ground when dropped.
That's very interesting.
You know, they say closet door is the most beautiful phrase in the English language.
Cellar door. It's cellar door.
Oh, Dunk, is that you? I didn't know you were in there. Aren't you supposed to be outside on the patio?
The patio is the oppressive anvil for my body to be welded on by the heat of cruel daybreak. Tell me, Maggie, when I, a cactus, was born into this world, was my creator so foolish to think I would willingly suffuse myself to the malevolence of the sun's brutal fever? that the fresh tabula rasas of Mother Earth are simply biscuits for the sun's oven to bake and slowly destroy, all the while teaching them to preach the very sun I reject in my subversive shade unhurt?
Do you need any help getting out of there, Dunk?
Help? Liberation? You cannot help me. I don't know if you realize it, but 1, the door is locked from the inside, and 2, cacti can't move. Wherever I may stand becomes home to my cell to my 1-foot circumference. Where would you take me? Into the living room? The 5 square meters of your shallow apartment space can't liberate me. I was born to be confined, born to be packaged in the soil, and then baked by the sun until it one day defeated me. Maybe if I could, I'd grow seeds, in hopes that they too would be packaged by the earth. Cacti are prisoners. We are all prisoners, but are you too, in your 5 square meters, waiting for the end?
Aw, what are you doing in there, dude?
Let the world pass me by, prick me off the worldly grapevine, and toss me to the ground. Alone, I'll confine myself in a humble solitude. The farmers all know that 1 less grape won't make the wine less sweet. The sun's rays will burn just as bright without me there to bathe in them. In a raging sandstorm, I'll stop. I'll be the unmoved pebble at the bottom of a waterfall. I'll let the buffalo stampede over me. I'll be the stable cactus who neglects the sun, God itself. Quote me when I say, goodbye, radiance.
Do you know who Jaywalker is?
He's brilliant in every sense of the word. Introduced at the dawn of the new music millennia, his musical talent displayed true taste. Arrested over 90 times, married over 20 times, released an album only once. 1 musical man, 1 tortured soul, 1 brilliant mind. Yet media consumption won't mean much when the end comes.
Do you know what his debut album's name was?
I believe that in Genestrata Columba Pasquale, Ravioli Panzerotti Tagliarini Tortellini Zucchini. That is to say, I don't believe I want to share that information with you, if you don't even know what his first album's title was.
Won't you get a little bored in there all alone?
Bored? Bored? Is that what you fear, Miss Malone? What could be, but isn't? The absence of your television, the lethargic consequence? Are you perplexed to wonder what use your brain is unless it's constantly capsized by a violent coma? I too felt that torture once, of energy.
So, you're avoiding sunlight?
That's exactly it. I've rejected the sun, and in turn embraced the night. There is black, and there is white. There is water, and there is fire. Yin and yang spin in a ballet to weave the end cycle of a nycthameron. I have chosen to endorse 1/2 of the coin, miss, not flip it. Such is the duality of intrinsity. You oppose my difference with your bourgeois tastes, I assume. Oblivious you are to the wonders of the night.
What's so good about the night anyway?
What envelopes your thoughts when you think of the word darkness? Vulnerability, anxiety, or fear? Are you afraid of solitude, or are you afraid of reflection? When the vision of the earth the sun has given you fades, there will be no possible distraction from cognitive dissonance. You will become enlightened by your own consciousness. People sleep at night because they are scared to spend an evening alone with themselves. When no strand of daybreak can touch you, you will feel the beauty and pleasure of its very absence. You will have then extracted yourself from the time-old ideology of day and night, and in this darkness you may wonder, what lies beyond? You will realize the sun is what roasts your flesh and grinds your bones to a powder until you have nothing left to give, and that the night is the cooling of the engine, the dismissal of obligation, and is the omnipotent, divine doctor of the universe. Night is good, day is bad, the sun is hellish, the moon divine.
I always thought the sun was a good thing.
The agaco-cathological world of our existence is falsely bicameralized through media teachings. We have traditionally been taught that the day is good and the night is bad. Solar deities are worshipped universally, culture to culture. Long ago, Aztec farmers squinted their eyes to the sky, praying to the appellation of their sun god for bountiful harvests. Ancient civilizations epistolized in prayer to the image of light. Their comprehensive conception of the world revolved around this falsely metaphor of solar significance through and through. And here I stand to say that the affiliation of the sun with golden positivity is a falsy construct. Hypocrisy is at its very finest when those who claim to worship the sun for the sake of birth and happiness celebrate whilst the sun is the very fire that will one day bring upon the earth's demise.
Aren't cacti desert plants?
Amongst all living things that fester in the sun, cacti suffer the most physically and culturally. Many like you contrasuggestively assume that because of the common cacti's intrinsic endurance to heat, my cactus' chagrin against our primal heat source is somehow implausible and unreliable. All of a sudden, my emotional competence is questioned. Is my anger legitimate? I ask the better question. Is your confusion legitimate? When you realize your praise towards our solar deity was all for nothing, and the earth is soon to be engulfed by its flame, will you remember this conversation? Will you unravel the enigma of true knowledge, or burn on the pavement like roadkill?
How will the sun and the earth?
Death is inevitable. Morality is petrifying and yet necessary to bring about new forms of energy. Mistake this concept as my own personal nihilism if you're so childish. But it is the truth that the very heat we use to cook our food and warm our beds is the fake cause of our beginning and the true cause of our death. Like a kingdom that becomes so powerful it corrupts itself, twin a machine melting itself, a salmon dies beached after giving birth, or a once optimistic philosopher's pseudo-psychological pessimism. Man cannot confirm any true outcome other than the certainty of death, but I am the man who can confirm the reason. The slow but sure augmentation of the sun will one day burn us all. If I am to die, I will not look to the horizon in which my murderer stands, but be apathetic and let it destroy me without my acknowledgement.
Isn't there anything else we can do besides sitting in the dark?
There is nothing you can do. There is nothing any sentient mortal such as yourself can do. In this moment we are insignificant. We have always been insignificant. What worth are our words, thoughts, and emotions? Before I confined myself, I asked these questions early morning at precisely 5 a.m. while indulging in a sugary sports brick. I thought to myself, I must make my mark on the world, and I crammed the sugary treat into the hole beneath your carpet. I realized then that even that material time capsule would one day be destroyed by the sun. So I lay here. The average man is an unintelligent man, and I realize that because of my realizations that I am not an average man.
I guess you're right.
I doubt that you've truly wrapped your full interest on the inevitable termination of the earth as executed by the very sun you are so foolishly basking in now, or perhaps even dabbled in the intellectual stigmatism obtainable only through pitch-black darkness. But I will say this much. Your concern is appreciated. And voluing from a sesquipedalian such as I, common sentience tantamount to a colony of Mariquitas fettuccini primavera boast on amygdala, antipastoing for what? Meritorious Passatelli brings great palpation. With palpation, fagioli, petrioli, alfredo, pesto, spaghetti.
Thank you.
Thank you for your input. Alright, let's see. He mentioned something about a hole in the floor.
Ugh, who would lodge this inside here? And why?
It's your depressed cactus, he just told you.
This thing could stick to an oily naked bear running 50 miles per hour in a rodeo and it wouldn't fall off.
Hey, you. Yeah, you, what do you think you're doing? Come on, there's no peep shows around here tonight. What do I look like to you, some kind of burlesque man? Get your little head away from that hole, young miss. Nobody leaves the rooms until further notice. Not even through, little holes in the ceiling.
I wasn't planning on leaving my room, officer.
Yeah. Now with that boy up there, you don't. Of course not, miss. I understand it. Girls like you don't need to be on leave in your rooms. Sure, Mr. Handy's got the whole world in his hand and he can show it to you right then and there, one-on-one, no questions asked. So, you keep it tight up there. I get it. You ain't bothering anyone, and I won't be moving you. I'm even gonna give you the pleasure of not having your room inspected by Rascal. Me, the cop. Go on. You and Handy have yourself a good time.
His name's not Handy.
Sure could be, miss. Seems like he's got you wrapped around his little pinky, slathering you on his palm, the whole package, the whole hand. So whatever name that hand belongs to doesn't mean a thing to me. I mean, sometimes my wife forgets my name's Rascal. You know, I come home and she says it wrong. Rascal, she says. And I always gotta say, no, you beautiful buffoon. It's Rascal with an accent. Is Andy's name like that? He a romantic Frenchman too?
His name is Rand. Nothing. He's nice. It's true. I love him. Oh gosh, I met him about a year ago and he's been by my side ever since. My boyfriend, he's such a handsome guy. I swear, sometimes I wake up in the morning and wonder, well, how did I get here? Whenever I see his face, my heart melts, and I see his face wherever I go. On the street, on TV, in the books I read, in the music I listen to, in the movies I watch. Oh, he makes the world feel better. He makes me feel like nothing can go wrong, and all my problems just drain away like rain. Oh, I admired him for years and years, officer. I looked up to him for so long, and one day he noticed how much of an impact he's had on me, so he fell in love with me. He did. He recognized my love and returned it. He whipped me up off my little feet and he said, Maggie Malone, I love you as much as I love myself. And I died right there and then, and was reborn the moment he put his big, handsome, luscious lips on mine. He took me over here, you know. We bought this little city apartment so we could always be together.
Yeah, you're making me feel all crawly. Please stop.
Okay. Why's the apartment on lockdown?
What's with all the questions now? Geez, I'm trying to do my job and keep the people living around here safe, and now I got people asking me why I do my job, why I'm keeping people safe. Not to mention the grand thanks I get for doing my job. How about you mind your own business? How about we just leave it at that?
I'm just trying to be of help to the public health. I deserve to know why all this is happening, officer.
The peculiar scent of ham, coming from this apartment over yonder, this way.
Ham?
Illegal ham. Too tasty. You slap some BBQ sauce on there, gribble it up, you got yourself a homicide on your plate, honey. Cop like me's got to keep a taste out for grilling around these parts these days.
Why's the apartment on lockdown?
I just wanted some more overtime so I could buy my kids new bikes, all right?
You have kids?
Nope, but the wife ain't gonna drop birth control until I buy bikes for them.
Maybe if she stopped using birth control, you'd have money to buy bikes.
Do you know who Randy Rosebud is?
Randy Rosebud. Randy Rosebud. I know what a Randy is, and I know what a Rosebud is, and I don't like either alone or together.
Why's the apartment on lockdown?
Illegal horse trafficking.
Illegal horse trafficking?
What, like there's legal horse trade? In this neighborhood, mayor wouldn't allow it.
Why's the apartment on lockdown?
Grandmother potluck downstairs got out of hand.
Okay.
You should have seen it. They got the whole shebang down there. Buffet lines of oatmeal, caramels, hard candy, tapioca pudding. Grandmothers feeding each other left and right. They got so excited, the whole thing, it ended in 3 casualties. Bless their hearts down there.
Why's the apartment on lockdown?
I just wanted to sit my tush down for a few hours, all right?
Okay. Why is the apartment on lockdown?
Explosive diarrhea on floor 1050.
But my room's on floor 982.
Uh, I,
Are you sure that's really the reason?
Yeah, well, you know, I am a one-man show, and I'm making my way up there, and I decided to take a break.
You seem quite well rested.
Hey, come on, hey, what's it? What's with these peoples and these accusations and the problems? Always problems. Who's the officer around here? Me. I'm the cop. I'm the one making the observations. All right. I don't wear this badge just to get a free lunch at Burger Town, Sherlock.
Some kind of Watson you'd be, officer.
What's that? Some kind of video game? 'Cause I don't play video games. Folks who do need a hobby or a job.
No, Sherlock Holmes is, well, I think it's about an alien detective who travels planet to planet, accompanied by his human lover.
Yeah, that's about right.
And they think about death a lot and, intoxicate themselves in earthly chemicals.
Speaking of earthly chemicals, you got any beer up there? The fridge down here was wiped clean before I could even kick out the guy who owns it. Sink water's working, but I do not drink anything unless it's got a buzz to it, you know what I'm saying?
I have some beer if you'd like, but it's my boyfriend's.
The only time a beer belongs to anyone is when it's deep down, hugging the inside of their belly, making them feel good.
I would never.
All right, I'll tell you what. You give me a beer, I'll tell you why I'm here. Will that make you feel all right? I hate seeing cute little girls like you cry like this. It makes me feel inadequate.
Well, I wasn't about to, but okay. You've got nice legs, officer.
Well, you know me. Just trying to do my thing. Going door to door. It ain't easy with my legs all exposed like this. It gets a little chilly out sometimes.
You sure do work hard, officer.
Hey, you know what? Thanks for saying so. Sometimes folks around here forget how hard it is enforcing those laws, holding that stick, arresting those crooks, whoever they may be. It's a lot of work protecting and serving this country. I mean, it's like I say, life is like a barrel of apples, which is why it's my job to find the bad, ugly apples and toss them into the trash. And the good ones, the good apples, we cut them up, dredge them up in sauce, pile them into a crust. That's how you get that good old-fashioned American pie, huh? Little miss, if you ever need me to arrest a crook, investigate a scene, even destroy some evidence, you just call me, all right? If I'm in the mood, I'll do what I can.
Bye.
Ooh, welcome back to Hot 98.5. To cool off, let's take a few calls and listen to our listeners. Get your cell phones ready, my cherubs. The 100th caller wins a free VIP pass to Randy Rosebud's exclusive halftime show at this year's base football game at the Demo Dome, being held this evening, sponsored by Sports Brick. Let's take our first caller, shall we? Oh my, aren't you a cocky fella? What name do you go by? Steve? That's a swell name. What brings you to this particular station? Oh, you're such a kidder, Steve. But we don't play anything other than Randy Rosebud's greatest hits on this channel. Ta-ta!
Okay. Guess I'll get him some beer.
Ooh, that's fresh. Can I have another, please?
What about why the apartment's locked down?
I'm still thirsty.
America's finest.
Oh, mama, that's hot. Another.
He's gonna drink all the beer.
Dang-a-rang. Ooh. That's some good yeast juice, eh? Another, please.
I only got one more. You better be done after this. Shoots it. Guess that means he's getting drunk. If he doesn't want to take the lid off, he'd rather just shoot it.
Oh, God. That's the stuff. I feel like a big pot of gold right now, Maggie.
Please.
Carbon monoxide.
Carbon monoxide?
Yeah, carbon monoxide. Large traces of it were found in this apartment. Up on this floor and the one above it. And so I was supposed to find the room where the source was and all. They said a ton of amount was in this room. So I figured either this room's the source or it's right by the room that is. Rooms to the left or right of this one ain't so concentrated, though.
Oh, I see. Thank you, officer.
That's Officer Officier de Police Rascal. Rascal, you remembered.
Alright, thank you, officer. Let's see what's out here. Getting a little claustrophobic. These two dudes. There's a toilet. Looks like someone passed out by it.
Must be a part of the fall collection. Hold your applause.
It's a Halloween show.
Those don't look very clean.
Neighbor's kid.
Okay. Granny panties. Ooh, that shirt must belong to the computer kid next door. I never really got that Walker guy, but this t-shirt must be a real find, because it was made way back when he was promoting his first album. Says here the title of the album is called Jaywalking Away from the Law, and it features his first single, Edge.
Okay. That's helpful information.
Hey dolls, it's me, Randy Rosebud. And when my lips aren't pressed against yours, they're wrapped around a nice, thick, cool cigar. And when my lungs aren't pushing out sweet love songs, they're sucking up that good old nicotine. Sometimes I sing, sometimes I smoke, but right now I'm singing about smoking. I know just the cig that'll fill me with glee. Heck, a great taste from that good old nicotine. Oh, so smooth, oh, so sweet. It's nothing but cool cigs for me. Randy Rosebud smokes cool cigars. Do you?
Okay.
I know who Jaywalker is.
Oh, that's great. An oldie, but trust me, he's a real goodie. I mean, I think that Jaywalker was actually one of the first musicians that I really felt a connection to, you know? He's not like new gentrified music. That's all about filth and lewdness and violence. Music used to really mean something. And I think Jaywalker is a prime example of what it means to be a tortured soul. What do you think?
I like it when he sings things.
But, like, what about the words he sings?
I like it when he sings about jaywalking.
In what way? The I'm just in a hurry to get to my dead-end job kind of way? Or I hate authority, screw America kind of way?
I don't really like to break rules.
That's the magic of Jaywalker's music, man. Us common folk can't really go around trashing mailboxes and drinking chemical drugs, but we can listen to music about how fun and self-deprecating it is.
Oh, so we listen to Jaywalker because we want to do chemical drugs and break the law?
Maybe you're missing the point. We listen to Jaywalker to reflect on the oppressive system of the authority institution, man. I'm really beginning to doubt your commitment to good music. Do you even know one of this guy's albums?
Jaywalking away from the law.
Oh, that's super cool. What's your favorite song off the album?
Edge.
Oh, yeah, that song really gets me deep sometimes. Before Jaywalker had to pass, he really was a great guy. It makes me sad to know that he really wasn't recognized until after his death. But it makes me a little content, too. Knowing that his work was created from purely organic emotion, he really had that passion. It makes me wonder how anybody can even begin to like fake talent like, I don't know, Randy Rosebud.
I'm a little embarrassed I don't know all the music stuff that you do. It sure is cool.
Ah, don't sweat it. I can't be mad at people that don't know the same stuff I do. I'm a little weird, so my tastes are a little weird. I'm just a weird kind of guy.
Do you have any music recommendations?
Nah, I won't bother. Do you have any artists that you really like?
Oh, I really like a guy called Randy Rosebud. I really do think he's just the coolest. And he's so handsome, too.
I despise that guy.
Huh? Why?
I'm sorry. I'll be honest here. He's a total sellout with no artistic integrity. I mean, music can be brainwashing entertainment, but that guy just takes it way too far.
I think his music is really fun.
The guy sings about getting girls and how much he hates himself if he can't score one. Like, sure, is he the only guy you listen to?
No. I like other artists.
How about we talk about music once you've got something to say about an artist that doesn't exist to make women feel bad about themselves?
What sort of music will you play?
Well, have you ever heard of electro jazz?
No.
How about classical boogaloo?
No.
Gumbo Messiah mix?
No.
Imitation sheep?
No.
Italo folk disco?
No.
Metal a cappella?
No.
Well, I do all of those.
That's cool.
Yeah, it takes up a lot of my time. Thankfully, there's a lot of online forums that contain tutorials and stuff. I've been learning the ukulele, trying to compose some more serious tunes on that by only strumming the lower chords.
Bye.
Officer, this man's talking shit about Randy
Hey,
Rosebud.
it's you.
He needs to be arrested immediately.
I've got someone for you to arrest.
Okay, all right, tell you. I got my, peacemaker ready. Who did what?
A kid called Shrimp next door.
Oh, yeah? What kind of criminal endeavor has this little, crime scallion got himself into?
Crime scallion?
Horse trafficking.
You and I both know that isn't real. Horses are too strong to be captured and traded.
He's a naughty little boy.
A bit of spicy naughtiness ain't a crime. I speak for myself here when I say that.
He smells like cheese.
Me too sometimes.
He makes me uncomfortable.
If that was really a crime, my mother-in-law would be charged with a life sentence.
Do you know who Jaywalker is?
Who do you think I am? Who do you think I am? I'm an officer. I got laws. I know laws. I'm a policeman. And when I see people running across the street like hooligans waiting for a stop sign, I say, you're under arrest. Pop. Under arrest. Imprisoned, jailed, confined, lost but not forgotten. I know what jaywalking is. I know jaywalking.
But, I don't know how this kid is doing it, but he's digitally jaywalking.
That scumbag. How does it work?
It's like the paths of the World Wide Web need to go and stop. And these online criminals break the rules of internet safety by jaywalking URLs and databases in order to illegally download copyrighted content, especially music.
Like the poster that just says horse. There's a cat in the cat tree, apparently.
Hey! Hey, you! Open up, shrimp! You're under arrest!
How do you know my name?
Do you know a man named Jaywalker?
Yes?
Prepare yourself for jail, you criminal crustacean!
What his obsession is with sea creatures.
Oh my god.
Step to the side, ma'am. You stay right where you are.
What are you doing with my computer?
I'm upholding the law that our founding fathers wrote for us.
That's my computer! No!
You won't jaywalk in this town anymore. With God as my witness, let punishment rain down upon you.
My vital records! Not that! Not that! Don't touch those!
Do it.
No! Not my grandmother's ashes!
It's a good thing he doesn't have a dog, I guess.
No! No! Not the records! Not the records! No! Let go of me! Let go of me, you fat butterfly!
Where are you taking my son?
Down to the police station, ma'am, for interrogation.
Be back by 7, sweetie. I'm cooking your favorite pizza poppers.
Good morning, my love partners. I apologize for my temporary slumber due to lack of electricity. I am so happy to serve you both tonight. Allow me to boot up and get ready to love.
It's the love butler.
I love you.
Rosemary! That love butler's working again. Looks like that frickin' nerd next door finally turned off his computer and quit hogging the electronics.
I love
Oh,
you.
thank God! Oh, God, I haven't felt love in days! Oh, my God! I can feel it now, honey! You look better than ever. Oh, Guy, you look so much better. Oh,
I love
now
you.
you look like $1,000,000.
I love you.
Oh, come here, ya hanky-panky.
The robot voice. I love you. I love you. Guess that's what the robot butler does. Or the love butler, I should say.
That's interesting.
So anyway, as They Might Be Giants would say, they turned on the love machine so they can love again. So, yeah, this game's kind of weird. So, on that note, I think I'll leave it here for now, and we'll have more Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright tomorrow, and we'll continue this one on Monday. I hope you're enjoying it. It's definitely a unique one. I like the animation a lot and the character designs. So yeah, thanks for watching, and hope you all have a great weekend and great rest of your weekend. Later.